going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a blessed day so far. Well, blessed night. It's Friday night. I am at work. I'm at the terminal and in Shelbyville. I am sitting here currently waiting on my load to get ready. I got a 2-stop delivery up in Nashville. The beauty about this DC that I'm based out of here in Shelbyville, we don't go that far. Typically around 250-mile radius around us, so not bad at all compared to most cats, especially on the GM side of things. They tend to go a little bit further, but we make our money doing more activities, so I'm okay with it, not ripping and running. The other beauty to it is I only live 15 minutes away from this terminal, so when I run out of time like earlier today, I only had like 1 hour left on my clock, so they just went ahead and reset me and let me go home for the day. I'm currently right now working nights. I'm on the 5-2-5-3 schedule, which is what I wanted, but it starts a little bit later than what I was hoping. Apparently, from what a couple guys have told me, if you're gonna work night shifts, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, or in military time, I guess 5 o'clock would be 1700. So 1700 or 1800 hours, those are the ones you want. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm still trying to get used to using military time. But I think that's around times they want. But the only thing they had available at the time was, as I said, the 10 o'clock or 2200 go out time, 5-2-5-3, or a 5-2 schedule that started at 3 o'clock. But the problem with that would have been was you don't get your bonus, your overnight bonus, unless you start at 4 o'clock or later. So I would have missed out on that bonus and still would have had to work late. And on top of that, it was the extra board, which basically, from what I gathered, it's you basically take whatever scraps. It sounds like you take scraps. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but basically leftovers. That's, after the main guys get it. And also, if you're on extra board, you also slip seat a whole lot more than what you do on the 5-2-5-3 schedule. Right now, on the 5-2-5-3 schedule, which is what I'm on, it's me and 2 other drivers that slip seat between 2 trucks, so we get assigned 2 trucks. So, so I'll take that over definitely being over the extra board. The good thing is too, we're hiring a lot of people out of this DC right now. Me and the 2 other guys that went to onboarding with me, we're already moved up in seniority like pretty quick, and we haven't even really started driving. I started driving on my own. Another one, he won't start till Saturday night. He's also on the 5-2-5-3 going out 2200. I'm not sure what the other fella is, but one of the guys I'm actually going to be slip seating trucks with, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the process a little bit. I won't go too far off in depth because this video is probably going to be a 15-minute long video anyway. As time goes on, I make sure I get my information right, make sure I'm telling you guys the right stuff. I'll dive further into it, what to expect from Walmart, things like that. But right now in this video, I'm going to share kind of a highlight of this process, because getting on with Walmart is nothing like trying to get on with any other trucking company. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Everything that you probably heard about getting on with Walmart, as far as how difficult it is to get on, let me tell you, it is difficult. But I mean, I don't know, let me clarify. So what I mean by it's difficult is, you gotta go through the onboarding process, which is basically tryouts. And if you can, try to hold on to your job if you can. Me, unfortunately, I wasn't able to hold on to my job because Dixie was not gonna, I kind of figured as much, and I'm not trying to throw no shade at nobody, but I wouldn't have been able to keep the truck down here in Shelbyville for a week and it just sit, I tried to work something out. We were hoping it was gonna work something out, but company president ultimately like, nah, just turn your truck back in. So it is what it is. As you see, it worked out, so no worries. But yeah, it was from the time I put my notification in, not notification, application in, it took a week and a half to get an email back saying, offering me a phone interview. And then between onboarding and when I went out on my own, which was about a couple days ago, I'd say November 20th, technically was my first day going out. But they're a little slow on, as I'm coming to find out, a little slower towards the night getting loads ready. So, but we'll dive more into that later. But yeah, onboarding. My hire date, they go off your hire the first day of your onboarding. So the first day of my onboarding was October 21st. I went out on my own, my first trip on my own, November 21st. So yeah, literally a month-long process between getting through your onboarding, orientation, and then your 2 weeks that you're gonna spend with a mentor as they show you the Walmart way of doing things. It is definitely a process. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for the 2 weeks with the mentor. Really great guy, really knowledgeable on what he does and stuff. So, because it definitely is different. It's definitely different trying to get used to their computer systems and their e-logs and how they do things, so on and so forth. So I'm definitely grateful I had those 2 weeks. But yeah, it's definitely not like getting on with any trucking company I've ever tried. Getting on with Dixie. Literally the day I put an application in with them, they offered me a driving job. It doesn't take a whole lot, to get on with most trucking companies. And I can understand why Walmart does what they do and why they do it the way they do. But, it's definitely, which they pay you through the whole process. They pay you for orientation. They pay you for onboarding, which was like $1,200 before taxes. They pay you for orientation, which is also before taxes, $1,200. So they give you pretty decent paychecks leading up to it. And then me in particular, now this doesn't happen a whole lot, but me in particular, sorry for the shaky camera, as always I'm holding it. But me in particular, I had to wait a week before I was able to go on with a mentor, because this particular DC is short driving mentors at the moment. So I had to wait, but while I was waiting at home, I was getting paid. So they paid me for waiting at home a full week. Again, $1,200. That was nice of them. And sorry, I'm looking, kind of panning over to my e-log over here, trying to see if my trailer's ready. It's still getting loaded. But yeah, they paid me for sitting at home, which was nice of them. And they finally got to go out with my mentor first day. They paid me for 10 hours, $24 an hour, I believe, 24, 25, somewhere in there. And then the second day, and from then on out, you're driving. First day, you're riding with the mentor, just sitting shotgun, just trying to get a general overview of how they do stuff and see what their routine's about. Then the second day, as I said, and then on the rest of your 2 weeks, you will be doing the driving and getting to learn, building your routine up. And by the time you start driving, you're getting paid what you would make as a driver. You're not getting paid no driver training or training pay or nothing like that. You're getting what you would make if you were out by yourself. So that's pretty sweet. I'm already, you start out with an average daily pay, which is $240 starting out. My average daily pay is already way above that, like almost $100 more than that. So that's like $339 or something like that. So shoot, I'll take it. And it's steadily building the more I go up. And a matter of fact, I may be able to do an extension, work them on my off days, but I don't think I'm gonna do that because I haven't had 2 days off in a row in a while, and I kind of don't like to have that. But the beauty about being on the 5-2, 5-3 schedule is it's a rotating schedule. So I guess like once a month you get like the weekend off, and the weekends I would have to work, I get a bonus for that too. So I get a 7-cent bonus on top of what I'm at. I start out at 61 cents. You start, at least here, I don't know if all the DCs are different, but you start out at 61 cents a mile. If you work nights, like I said, anything after 4 o'clock, you get a 7-cent bonus on top of that. If you work the weekends, you get a 7-cent bonus on top of that. So it's pretty sweet. You know, if you're gonna go through all this, which y'all know me, I'm not really the biggest fan of having to drive at nights, but you know, they pay you extra to do it. and there is some perks to it. I will say, driving, making your deliveries in some of these stores, it's really nice when it's not busy and you ain't got cars whizzing in and out, whizzing by you and stuff. You know, some of these loading docks, a lot of people love to cut behind the loading docks and stuff to get to the online grocery side of things. So it's nice to not have to worry about that as much. You got all the space and little to no traffic coming through. It's really nice. Weigh stations are mostly closed, which for where I live at, I don't have to worry about weigh stations that much. The only one I have to really worry about is the one in Manchester, Tennessee, by the Arnold Air Force Base. And majority of the time, by the time I'm coming through there, I'm usually empty. So and then there's another one. Which other one is it? There's a couple of them too. One of them in Kentucky. When you go into Franklin, Kentucky, that one's always open. But again, don't usually have to worry about that. And then there's another one coming into Tennessee. If you're on 65, coming up out of Alabama, there's that one right there. But again, I'm usually empty or light by the time I come past there. So, but yeah, y'all, try not to make this video too awfully long. But yeah, that's what I've been doing the last few days. Unfortunately, I don't have my uniform in yet. The uniform company that we're using, I guess they've been having some kind of trouble getting the uniforms and stuff in, and so still waiting on that. They're not harping on me about it though. They really they understand the situation, so no big deal. But as I said, as I take you guys on with the journey, I'll let you guys know how things go in more detail, things of that nature. But yeah, so far overall, I'm really liking it. It's definitely still an adjustment. I'm not used to not having to do any work, compared to where I came from. But it's pretty nice, I must say. I ain't got no complaints, y'all. I ain't got no complaints. Biggest thing, just trying to get used to the schedule, get used to the sleeping during the days and getting up at night, and all that good stuff. But it is what it is. We'll get there. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it to the end, smash that like button. Feel free to share. Again, I'll take you guys along my Walmart journey and give more details about it. Until then, y'all stay blessed, y'all stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next video.